Hey guys, it's the Random Superhero. I know it's been a while, but today what we're gonna do is make a mask. So what I did is 3D printed a mask that I found online, and today we're gonna show you how I did it, how I assembled it, so you can also do it. Alright, so the materials are very simple, but let's get started by talking about the mask itself. So it prints in 3 pieces, they all snap on together, and you provide your own filtration material. Now, what I did for filtration material is I cut 2 strips of the filter that we all have. Preferably, it should be a MERV 13, MERV 15, or a HEPA filter. But what I did is cut strips like this, and it's based on the inside of the mask. And what you want to do is one of them, I took out the little metal, I carefully removed it. Make sure you're really careful so you don't damage the cloth itself. So you want one with the mesh, one without the mesh. And the third thing I did is this is non-woven polypropylene, and it's the same stuff that our reusable bags for groceries are made of. So you can just cut one of those up and get some of this non-woven polypropylene. And this is the same stuff they use in the mask, surgical mask. So we can use that. So three filtration methods. I used clear PLA for these. You can use PETG or PLA, but PLA works just fine. And what you want to do is print at 50% infill. I'll link the STL down below. So yeah, the other thing that you're going to need is some foam. Now, this is just a dollar store foam board, and what you can do is peel off the paper and then hot glue some strips on the side. And that works really well to create a nice seal. If you have foam adhesive strips, that works too. I just wanted to use the most basic materials that you might have at your home, so you don't have to go out and buy these. So let's see how I assembled it. Alright, so let's get started. So I have a hot glue gun here, and what we want to do is let's cover the outside of this one. And we're going to attach the non-woven polypropylene layer. We're trying to create a good seal, so be generous with your glue, but also make sure it's not too thick where the mask doesn't fit on. The whole point here is to create a good seal so that all the materials or all the particles have to go through this and create the filter. Alright, this one looks good. We're gonna let that cool off a bit. We're gonna work with this one next, and we're gonna first take the one with the mesh. We're gonna slide it in. We want a good seal, so when you're cutting, make sure you cut to as close as possible to the actual size. If you go too big, you might not actually be able to glue it down with a good seal. So what we're gonna do is have this towards the outside like this, and on the inside we're gonna glue and create a really good seal. Make sure to wipe off any excess glue and not burn yourself. Just using a foam sheet here. And then lastly, we're going to use this layer, put it on top. Alright, nice. So the glue mostly attached it. We can just follow that up with a couple of drops to really make sure we're not gonna get this loose. Alright, so the last thing after this cools down, what we want to do is take this, slide this on. There's 4 notches in the mask itself, and pop it into place. You'll hear the clicks. There we go. And then we take the front part, attach it like this, and there we have a really good mask. Obviously this is not an N95 mask. This is so that when you have to go to grocery to buy some groceries, you can use a mask, all 3D printed, all made at home with simple materials. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is take this foam and then line the inside edge with this so that when someone wears it, it creates a really good seal and there's no leakage from the sides. So cut some strips out. And then what you want to do is peel back the paper. So then this paper is what keeps the foam rigid. And doing this will really let you bend it and flex it to the contours of the mask. I'm actually gonna trim this even thinner. There we go. This will work better. And what we want to do is just line up the inside edge like this. And then anytime the bend is too much, we cut it and then start a new piece basically. So right about there. Alright, cool. So what I'm gonna do, get my glue and line the inside edge like so. Right. Place my strip. Cut it off. There we go. This creates a nice seal. I'm going to do the same thing on the rest of the mask. Alright, so what I did here is at the bridge of the nose I added some extra foam that was slightly sticking out because this is where it kind of gets tricky, but you have to make it so that it fits to your own face properly, and then lined up the bottom. Obviously not perfect by any means, but still better than no protection at all. And the last thing you want to do is take some elastic or rope or anything that'll keep this on your face, tie this up, wrap it around your head, and wear it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments, and stay safe.